DStyL, and this was a gameplay I got a few weeks ago. Well, no, it's probably like last week. I just have it saved on my laptop, and I was hoping to upload it sooner, but I just didn't get around to doing that. In the game, I'm using the FAL and the Cap 40. On the FAL, I have quick draw and reflex, and I have extended clip on the Cap 40. I'm running lightweight, toughness, and dead silence, and I'm using 2 concussions. And I thought this gameplay would work well with what I wanted to talk about today, which was the Cap 40 and the FAL. Well, I know that the Cap 40 is going to get banned, and the Cap 40 is banned, and the FAL, that's possibly going to get banned. I seen a tweet from Esports Nation saying that there was 1,800 people, well, more than 1,800 people voting against the FAL, so that it would be banned, and then there was only like 800 people that were voting for to keep the FAL, which in my opinion is kind of stupid. Like, for me there's three main assault rifles, which are the M8, the AN, and the FAL. And the FAL, the only one being semi-automatic. I know we've got the SMR, which is rubbish because of its recoil. Got like long distance recoil is kind of horrible on it, to be honest. But I mean, for me, I like using the FAL. I mean, it's just, I like the semi-automatic gun. I've got a good trigger finger, you know, it works well. I can control the rate of fire. You know, you kind of, with the semi-automatic, you kind of make the rate of fire your own. You play it as you would. You can mash the trigger, you can take it slow. It's all up to you. Like, it's all how you play. And I notice a lot of people hate the FAL. Like, they die from the FAL and they just complain like, oh, I got one bursted, or one shot, oh, I got two shotted by the FAL. Like, that's bullshit. Whatever. I mean, the only thing that I see that's wrong with the FAL is that its accuracy at long range is pretty, like, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, the only thing that, like, I was playing yesterday and I realized that it's like 3 shots mainly to kill someone with the FAL now. I mean, I originally thought it was 2, but, you know, however, like, it's not that overpowered considering it's semi-automatic. You know, it's got its downside compared to the AM that's fully automatic, or the M8 that's bursted. Like, I mean, they've taken away select fire, so it's kind of, you have to, you know, pull the trigger every time you want to shoot. Like, it is semi-automatic, so it's difficult for some to shoot real fast and also like jump control, like whatever else they want to do. So I mean, I don't think that it should be banned. Maybe they could nerf the accuracy on, not the accuracy, like the long distance accuracy on it, so that it was a little bit worse. I mean, not too bad, but I mean, I think it's perfect at long range. You can pick pretty much any shot with it. Yeah, close range, you kind of are like fucked if you have the FAL. Like, if someone jumps on you with an MSMC, like, you're pretty much gonna lose the gunfight unless you're able to land them 2-3 shots on them, which happens sometimes. But, you know, that's that really. I mean, like, I like using the gun. I haven't used it since I was told that I was possibly going to get banned, because I wanted to get dapped to, like, use the other guns and get a good shot with, say, the M8, because I know there's no chance of the M8 getting banned. But just thinking about it, if the FAL is gone, it's going to leave 2 main assault rifles. Like, you've got the AN and the M8. I know some people use the Type 25, or maybe the MTAR. I mean, like, if you're retarded, you use the MTAR. But I mean, for me, it's one of the main 3, and I don't think it should get banned just because people complain about dying from it. Like, if you can't beat them, join them. I mean, like, that's it really. If you get killed and outgunned by the FAL, you should try to use it. And if you're not good with it, don't slay the people that are good with it. Like, I know there's a few big names like Clayster, Parasite. Like, if they have to use other guns, fair enough. Like, they've got the skill level. I mean, they'll adapt and use the M8, like, no problem. But I mean, very few people run the FAL on all classes. Like, I used to. I know Clayster did, but like, you shouldn't just like take it away from someone like them. Like, I mean, they're good at it, you're not, so why complain? If you're good at it, then use it. It's simple. Like, the other thing I wanted to talk about mainly would be the Cap 40. Now, I mean, if you can use it, abuse it. That's the way it was. Like, I mean, I know the Cap 40 is still running on league play for the rest of this season, so I mean, it's there, use it. If you don't want to use it, don't. I thought personally that it should have been banned from MOT events, and it is. it has been banned, which I thought was a good move. I mean, the Cap 40, you could pretty much run it as your only gun, no primary, just run the Cap 40, and you'd pull a solid KD. I mean, it's perfect at close range. You can do mid range with it, and God, sometimes I've picked up long shots with the Cap 40 for the crack. Like, I mean, it was all round probably the best gun in the game, which I'm kind of happy that it's banned. Like, I'm using both guns in this gameplay. That's why I chose to use this gameplay while talking about these topics. Is like, I pull a pretty good score. I hit 40 bomb. I think it's 46, and like I don't do pretty bad with it at all. The game actually ends up being a very tight game. It goes down to the last hard point. I think we were losing on the last hard point, and then we pulled it back. So it was a pretty intense game when we were playing anyway. On my team right now, I have Big B from my Fallen MLG team, and we're playing with Element OLZ, which is his name's Ollie, and he does all sniping and YouTube and stuff. I'll put a link to his Twitter and his YouTube channel in the description, so you could check him out. That'd be pretty cool. As for next videos, I'm hoping to get I have a few more gameplays saved up. I got a 50 bomb on standoff a few days ago that I want to upload, and then the rest I think is like 2 listenings for S&D from EGL tournaments, which are pretty cool, that I want to upload. As for other news, I have bought a Scuff controller. I got it actually about 2 weeks ago, and I didn't want to upload a review on it or say how good or bad it was like 2 weeks ago when I just got it, and I didn't really get used to it. Like, it took time for me to get used to it. 1 or 2 days I was kind of trying to play the way I would with a regular controller, so I was ignoring the paddles on the back and trying to jump with A and B, which, you know, over time you adapt to it, you got better at it. Like, there was no real issue. Like, I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, the paddles, they're an advantage. I got the trigger stops on it mainly to see like what difference they would make. And I've noticed with the FAL, I mean, like, kind of, like, it's easier to shoot faster, obviously, like, but it didn't make a huge difference. Like, I still got the trigger finger anyway. Like, I could swap back to a regular controller, and the only downside of a red controller is the paddles and having to jump and crouch and stuff. Still, scuff jumping is kind of gay, and I still hate when people do it to me. So, I mean, I can't really complain. Like, if I do it to them, they do it to me, you know, it's all good. The role that I tried to play in this game actually was like kind of objective, but it was mainly down to slaying and trying to keep the enemies off the hard points, which I do a decent job in. Probably not the best of jobs considering that, I mean, it was a really tight game. We ended up going into the last hard point losing. There was a lot of like swapping of the points, like we'd be winning, the next hard point they'd be winning, and it was like a Masters. I got a teabag in there. It was, I think the whole enemy team were Masters, I'm not too sure. I know our teammate did alright, didn't do too good though. We ended up carrying them. But however, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the game, so I'm pretty much for the rest of the commentary, so I'm pretty much just going to watch the gameplay over and just commentate on that. Alright, just let me get Odyssey out of the way. What's the score now? Oh, it's pretty much bang on even, and they've got control of the hard point. So, how am I doing now for time? I've got about a minute left. I'm probably going to just hang it up here and let the gameplay finish on anyway. Yeah, I might just do that. See, it's going to go on to the last hard point now. So this is where it all boils down, the last 50 seconds. Trying to just get a wedge in and try to... We're down 10 points now. And you can see they've got the control of the map. I don't have any streaks at this point. I think I get a lightning strike anyway, and I pretty much think I wipe 2 of them off the hard point, and that's what wins us the game. Or gets us control of the hill anyway. Yeah, I remember this. I just pretty much hugged these barrels for the rest of the game. Stopping anyone coming up the stairs. Yeah. Hold on, let's see how long's left. Yeah, it's the last 18 seconds. As you can see, we're down 5 points now, and we just managed to pull it. The lightning strike stops any push. And that's pretty much it for the rest of the game. We just pull it in the last 5 seconds. We have the cap. So it was a pretty intense game playing that with Ollie and Big B. So I hope you guys enjoy. I ended up going 46-24, which ain't too great. I mean, I wasn't trying to get a huge KD or anything like that. But I mean, however, still did pretty well. I've got a few commentaries. I'm hopefully going to get one up tomorrow or the next day. So that's it from now, guys. Peace.